morning, guys. How are you? Matt Lynn with Finished Guys General Contracting. Just taking you through a quick tour of what we got going on right now. One-story ranch that we had ripped off the top portion, added about 900 square feet of livable space to this area. Right now, we're in the midst of the project. We got about probably another 4 to 6 months until this project is complete. And most of this that's going on right now is in the beginning stages. So I'm gonna take you guys inside, we'll do a little tour, and then you guys should take a look. So inside here, this is a little preview of what existing footprint was. We ripped out every single wall that was interior, changed the whole layout. Now we have vaulted ceilings, so they have a cathedral look, kitchen area, dining room / living room. As we go through here, this is the hallway. We have a storage area here, powder room that's going to be existing. This will be the master bedroom suite through this area. As we come through here, we have a huge master bedroom closet, and that will be the master bedroom bath. We'll take a look upstairs. This is the existing staircase that was modified in order to accommodate for the new second floor area. So this is the completely new renovated addition portion of the project. It's roughly about 900 square feet, as I explained in the video before. We're in the stick phase right now. Everything is done pretty much to the T from the exact layout, from the footprint that the architect has laid out for us. Once again, this is a living room den area. This will be a guest bathroom area. This will be a laundry room area. This area over here will be a small bedroom for the kids. In return, this will be a small bedroom for the kids. Now, as I spoke before, we are in the middle of this stick phase project. We should be done with this within a week or two. That's when the plumbing rough comes, the electrical rough, the HVAC. We get all that put into this whole entire project, and we make their dreams come true. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of the bigger project that we just took you guys on right now. I want to take you guys through, take a look at some of the smaller projects that we got going on right now, just to let you guys know that every project has the same attention as the big ones and the small ones do. So come with me and we'll take a look. So we're just going to go over a project that was done about 2 months ago. This basement had some severe water damage as part of an insurance claim. Big part of my business are insurance claims. We handle every aspect, all the red tape and everything that has to do with executing the job. This specific basement, probably about 3 or 4 feet up, was all completely soaked with water. We removed about 3 or 4 feet of the sheetrock because of the water damage. So all new base molding, sheetrock, painted, vinyl flooring throughout, and then the customer later on added a little bit more to the project that we're going to take a look right now and see. So as you guys can see, all brand new base molding throughout the whole entire area. Vinyl plank flooring. It's a beautiful, elegant look throughout any basement. It's pretty inexpensive and it gives you that real elegant look. We did an accent wall with a wallpaper back here. Everything's fully painted. This is the portion of the project over here that the gentleman added on later down the road. We're basically adding a fireplace area over here, just basically just adding more square footage to the entertainment space, so to speak. This is being executed right now. Hopefully it'll be done by the end of this week, and we'll take a look. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough. Just a little preview of some of the finished product that we put out. Obviously, we execute everything with the finest integrity. We try to get it done on time and make sure everybody's happy with the end of the project. So let's go on to the next one. Hey guys, how's it going? Just coming over here to take a look at a smaller project, obviously on a smaller scale than the one that we looked at earlier today. This specific project is basically a sunroom area for the customer. We added probably about 180 square foot to the footprint of the back area of the living room. There was a little bit of adjustment to the way the actual detail of the roof came out. We had to change some things due to the fact that the architect didn't really take an accountability where the existing windows are. So we had to come up with some different solutions on how we were going to change the angles, figure out the hips, and just basically run through the whole entire execution of the project with the customer, so he was okay with how we were executing some of the new changes that were about with the ridge line and everything of that nature. So let's take a look inside and see what's going on. So here's the inside of the 180 square foot addition that we were talking about earlier. As you can see, we had to make some directional changes to some of the hips And we added 2 skylights here, being that the windows that I mentioned before in the previous video had been in the way of the structure of the roof. We had to come up with a different scenario in order to execute it, just so at the end the finish looks perfect. Obviously this is a bay window. The customer really wanted to emphasize looking out at the existing pond area, which is obviously a perfect view for them. We had to change a little bit of the layout of this window. He wanted it closer to the other side of the window. And then if you turn to here, this is going to be where the entrance is. The fireplace is staying. So we're going to have an entrance on this side and an entrance on this side. And this will basically be just a sitting area slash entertainment area. In the initial layout with the customer, he was very concerned about keeping the original fireplace and trying for us to somehow incorporate having a entrance on this side and this side of the fireplace. So it was a little bit of a tricky scenario that we had to go back and forth with the architect, but we were able to kind of nail down exactly what he wants. At first it was going to be doors, then we decided to go with case opening. Just in general, you kind of want to be on point when you're talking to the customers. You want to make sure that every single aspect of what they want is being laid out on paper, so then there's no confusion. A lot of times, you know, sometimes people won't realize what they're doing because some people aren't visual people, and that's where I come into play. I make sure that they understand and they see that I can evaluate and see the actual end of the project. So as you can see in this video, much like the previous video, we're in the stages pretty much, I would say, just before the middle stages of the project. I have to call for electrical rough later on this week. Hopefully we pass all inspections, we can get this thing sheathed, we get the windows installed, we can get the vinyl siding up, and we can start with the second portion of the project, which is sheetrocking and then obviously the finish work. And hopefully make somebody else's dreams come true. Hey guys, we're over here at another project located in Farmingdale, New Jersey. This here is also an insurance claim job. About 3 months ago, a tree had fell down and crushed the existing portico that was here. The insurance adjuster came out. I went over all the ins and outs of what needed to be done. I went back and forth with the red tape between the insurance adjuster and the company themselves. We finally came to a meet in the middle. We ended up being able to settle on a certain number, which then was able to give us and give the customer the option to have something beautiful like this, which is basically a covered porch area. We started this probably about a month ago. We're in a little bit of a limbo, waiting on inspections. Once again, like I pointed out in other videos, it's a big portion of the project is waiting on inspectors. We should be able to get some siding up pretty soon on this. We're gonna have all this wrapped in a metal. It's all gonna be an open concept look. So at the end of the project, it'll just yield exactly what the customer was looking for. From start to finish, I went over every single detail with them because obviously the insurance is involved and we want to make sure that they're getting what they're expecting. The guys are in the process of trying to finish up as far as we can due to the fact that we're waiting on inspections. Some of the existing framing can stay and the existing siding can stay, so all this can be redone and be put back together. The only thing we're waiting for is the inspector to give us the okay on the electrical rough. Once that's done, we can install all the soffit that needs to be done. We can wrap everything in a trim metal that goes around, and then the columns will be wrapped in an AZEK. The end result of this is they want that vaulted open ceiling look, which I think we're going to achieve, especially the way the layout of the collar ties are. So there's going to be a little bit of ins and outs with this involved, obviously because of inspections. But other than that, we're on a roll, and this is going to come out exactly how they want it. All right, guys, here we are at a former customer of mine. I did a project probably about 2 years ago. They had 2 front doors. We actually filled in that front door over there. This is a smaller scale project, just to give you guys a little insight on. There's no project that's too small that we will not take on. The gentleman came to me. He wanted a small little deck put on the front of the house. And then as we go inside, we did his bathroom for him. And we have a small little project going on with the exterior of the home. We'll be painting the entire exterior of the home, change the color of the overall cosmetic look of the outside, the curb appeal, if you would say. The customer originally had came to me and wanted to maybe come up with a concrete concept for the entry of the actual home. We put our brain together. We came up with a bit of a different scenario. We came up with actually doing a cap composite deck, you know, with a beautiful entrance. Handrails are going to go across here. This will be the entry of the deck. We'll finish the bottom in AZEK. I think it really achieved the goal that the customer is looking for. Once again, it's key to be on the communication with any project, whether big or small. You want to be able to really, so to speak, dig into the customer's brain on how they want to execute what they want. I mean, at the end of the day, people are spending money. They want to be happy with what they're spending money on. So we'll take a look inside, take a look at the bathroom, and kind of go over the project there too. So here we are inside a small bathroom project. This was a complete gut. We actually changed this location of the vanity and the toilet. We swapped them to the other side. The toilet was actually located here and the vanity was located there. It's a small space, so we really had to come together and figure out how to utilize the best possible scenario, because at the end of the day, not only does cosmetic play a big role in any remodeling portion, but also functionality. It's key. So if it looks good, it's nice, but if it doesn't work well, then it's no good. So in here, you can see we're gonna be all doing tile throughout here. We relocated the niche to the back end over here. There's a window, everything will be wrapped in an AZAC. We'll have a beautiful edge here that'll go around with a full nose tile, and that's pretty much it. The floor will be a wood look tile, sort of to match the decor of the rest of the home. And we're probably somewhere about 2 to 3 days into this project. This bathroom alone will probably take anywhere between 4 to 6 days, depending on how everything dries. Other than that, it's pretty cut and dry. We might throw some crown molding in here just to give it a little bit more panache. But a small space it is, and we are trying to utilize as much as possible. So stay tuned, see the end. All right, just to recap, guys, just to go over what we just saw before. Small little deck, small bathroom area. Once again, like I mentioned in the previous video, there's really no project that we'll not take on, whether it's big or small. And we personally like to get involved in every single project, myself included, some of my other partners. We really want to be able hands-on with each and every single project, because at the end of the day, you know, people are spending money and they want to be comfortable with who they're spending money with. So once again, like I mentioned before in the previous videos, I'm more so of a person who doesn't see things as a problem, more so as an opportunity for solution. So whether it's a small project or a big project, we're able to, at least if there is a problem or an issue, we're at least able to get in there hands-on, figure it out, and execute it to the best of possible. And once again, makes customers' dreams come reality.